guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is mostly going to be for those of you going back to college. And I know when I was starting college, I kind of walked in blindly. I really didn't have many people that I could get advice from. And so I wanted to make a video to help college freshmen kind of navigate through college. And I hope this is really helpful for you guys. This inspiration kind of came from my brother. I was kind of constantly giving him advice. He never asked for it, but I would just give him advice anyway. So thanks, Dan, for helping me out with this, making the idea of making this video. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of be like the older sister for those of you who are starting college, and you know, be helpful and be the advice giving person that I never really quite had. Before we get into my video, please make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Also, comment down below if you guys have any questions, you have anything you want to talk about when it comes to college, or really anything that you want to see on this channel, and I will do my best to help with requests and make videos about what you guys want to see. Also, if you guys haven't checked out the rest of my channel, go check that out. I have goals videos, I have videos of me making food, I have some pickle recipes, which are really good. I'm going to be getting some Disney stuff up soon also, so if you want to see some Disney videos, I got those coming. I also have cat videos. So yeah, there's a lot on my channel, and so, you know, for everyone to check out. So when you're looking at this video, go check out the rest of my channel, and why don't we go ahead and just get right into the video. First things first, I do want to apologize. There's a storm going on right now, but this is like, there you go, like the only time I can really film, so you might hear some thunder like that, or some rain hitting the roof. Just kind of ignore it. I didn't plan for the weather when I planned on filming, so yeah. Alright, so back to my video. The first two rules are coming from someone who is an RA, not necessarily someone who's a four-year college student, but from kind of an RA perspective. And so the first rule is to make sure you kind of familiarize yourself with the rules of your university and the rules of your residence halls. And it's not saying you need to memorize every single line in the handbook. Just kind of familiarize yourself with some of the rules when it comes to like guest policies, when it comes to like nighttime policies such as like quiet hours, and stuff like that. So that way you know, for example, how many days you have a guest over, or when, you know, it's quiet hours, so you're not making a bunch of noise at like 10 o'clock while people are trying to sleep. And that kind of makes our jobs as RAs a little bit easier, because we are not going to have to talk over that. Okay, so we don't have to constantly remind people of the rules, so if you know them ahead of time. Also, the second rule, and this is also something that kind of helps out RAs as well, is when you and your roommates meet for the first time, make a roommate agreement. Now, some schools, like my school, has roommate agreements, and if your school also has roommate agreements, make sure that you guys fill them out. And what a roommate agreement is basically you and your roommate sit down and you discuss like quiet time, like maybe when you go to bed, guest policy for your room, stuff like that. And it just helps you two kind of get on the same page. And also, if there is like a dispute between you and your roommate, it's easier for an RA or a hall director or somebody at your residence life office to help you resolve that dispute, because it's written down on paper and you both signed this paper or electronic thing of, or electronic form. Like our school has an electronic form, not paper, but you sign this saying that you agree to these terms, and if somebody violated these terms, we can say, well, you violated that term. So it makes it a lot easier with conflict resolving if you just sign the roommate agreement when you first get there, and you don't have to worry about it for like the rest of the year. If your school doesn't have one of those, I don't know how well RAs would take to a roommate agreement. You can go ahead and maybe draw one up anyway. I don't know much about, well, what other universities do as far as that kind of stuff. I know we have a specific form, but you could probably go ahead and write one up if your school doesn't do this, and maybe your school would look at it, your RA or your hall director might look at it. That's kind of up in the air as to how that really works, because I don't really know a situation other than what I have. But always even if you don't have a form that you can fill out, just try to talk with your roommate and discuss that kind of stuff. It's better to have it written down in case somebody violates that rule, but you know, just talk them out. If there's no written or computerized form for your roommate agreement, just go ahead and write that, you know, write one down, or just talk about it. Just talk about things like, you know, what time you guys are going to bed, what time's quiet time, how many guests, that kind of stuff. So just kind of make sure you're on the same page with your roommate, and or seriously do fill out those forms. Really do genuinely fill out a roommate and or suite mate, if you have a suite, forms, just to kind of make everyone else's life easier if there's a conflict, and also so you guys are on the same page. So number 3 is kind of finding like a scheduling, planning device that works for you. So in a minute I will actually show you a couple of mine. So some people I know use planners. I try using planners. It's not always successful, but I'm working really hard to use my planner a lot more. So this is always an option if you're really good at planners. I always use a spreadsheet, and I can show you guys in just a second what I use. I also use kind of a daily to-do list, which I'll get into in just a second. That kind of helps me organize my tasks. But the most important thing is you need to find something that works for you, whether that be a planner, or that be a spreadsheet, or that be just a list. Find something, because it'll make your life easier when you are trying to figure out when assignments are due. You know, that's something you don't want to miss in college, because a lot of times your assignments are part of a large chunk of your grade. So, you know, just have something to kind of tell you when they're due, or tell you when you have an exam coming up, so then you know to study as well. Alright, so we see how well this shows up on my camera. Looks like it shows up pretty well. This is what I use to put down all my assignments and know when all my due dates are. So you can see here I have like the date at the top. I have the date for the entire semester, so this goes all the way to December something. If I don't know what actually the end of the semester is, but it goes all the way to December, looks like 17th, which might be when our semester ends. And then on the sides here you see I have my 5 classes. I also have something for my RA duty. So for example, if I have a bulletin board that's due, I can go ahead and put that on as well. And I have color-coded everything for kind of assignments, so like readings, quizzes, exams, projects, other assignments, any kind of discussions, and then like just basic homework. And what I would do is for each class here, I will mark down what my assignment is, like what type of assignment it is, when the assignment's due, and kind of the title of the assignment. And I just kind of go day by day and get my assignments completed like that. Number 4 is to make a to-do list, whether that be a daily to-do list, whether for me that's usually a weekly to-do list. Make a to-do list, because this will, again, will save your life. I don't say save your life, but save you many troubles, and hopefully stop you from kind of procrastinating a little bit. If you kind of like maybe split the work. Like for me, I use a weekly to-do list where I kind of split up the work per day, and it works really, really well to make sure that I get my assignments done on time, and I get, maybe even get them done early, but I get them done kind of in chunks instead of getting it done last minute. And so I think making a to-do list, first of all, helps you prioritize and organize your day, but it also helps you keep on top of your assignments, and so you're not trying to do it at the last minute. So this is kind of my weekly to-do list. Here's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday down here, Saturday and Sunday. And basically I put down my assignments for each day, like how much of the assignment I want to get done on that day, depending on how much time I have. This stuff is kind of old. I need to go through and get rid of some of this, but I keep it so that in a Word document so that I can kind of modify it as the week goes on. If I maybe get an assignment done early, or if I need a little extra time on an assignment, I can go ahead and get that worked on. But I just kind of do, you know, make a list for every single day at the beginning of the week, and then I kind of modify it as the week goes on. And this kind of works for me to make sure I get all my assignments done and I don't have to sit down and do a daily to-do list. So the fifth piece of advice I have for you guys is to find a balance between work and fun. And kind of what I mean by this is, like, you don't want to overwork yourself, but also make sure you're not like spending so much time partying or having fun that you don't get your work done. And I know it can be really hard to like want to do your schoolwork and sit down and do homework, especially because you are getting yourself into a new schedule. You know, you don't have like specific like mom and dad standing over you making sure you're getting your homework done. You don't have your teachers are not going to stand over you and make sure you get your work done. You have to get your work done by yourself. You know, but like maybe set aside some time during the day, like I'm going to work on homework, and actually sit down genuinely and do it, and don't be like messing around and stuff. Another kind of thing to think about too is don't underestimate how long it takes to do an assignment. I've had times where I was like, oh, this assignment will literally take like an hour, and it's taken 3 hours. So, you know, always plan extra time to do your assignments, but also make sure you guys plan time to have fun. And because you don't want to get burnt out within like the first 3 weeks of school, because then you're not really motivated to keep going. So do make sure you plan some kind of fun activity. For me personally, I like to work on schoolwork during the day, and then at night I will find something to kind of calm myself down and relax. Yeah, just again, make sure that you get your assignments done first. School is going to be a priority when you're in college. They'll tell you like, yeah, life, you need to relax and like life. And a lot of times some teachers will be very forgiving if you're just like, I need a mental health day, or I couldn't get this done because of, you know, XYZ reason. As long as you're not using these excuses constantly. Like if you say, well, I had like a mental breakdown last night and I just couldn't get the assignment done, most professors aren't going to be like, well, you should have had it done anyway. They're going to be kind of, okay, I understand. But as long as you don't keep using that excuse to not get assignments turned in, most of the time, though, a lot of professors will let you have kind of a free pass. But also just pay attention to that kind of stuff, like if you can have late assignments or not, because I've had some professors say we can turn assignments in a week late. Some professors will say that you can turn in one assignment a day late. Some professors have like a no late assignment policy, so make sure you know, get your work in. We pay attention to that. Pay attention to that policy of getting work turned in. But yeah, just make sure, you know, college is supposed to be about you having fun. I would say having fun, like enjoying your life, but also having to do schoolwork as well. So just kind of find that balance, and, you know, don't overwork yourself, but also don't like party too much and not get your work done as well, because this is what you do in college is going to carry with you for the rest of your life. And so you want to make sure you try to do as well as you can, because that's what people are going to look for when they go to hire you, or jobs are going to look for when they go to hire you. So, you know, like I said, make sure you do as best you can, but also find time to kind of just relax and have fun as well. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope this is really, really helpful for some of you. If you have any more questions or any questions, If you have any pieces of advice for freshmen, leave them in the comments down below. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave a comment for any of the reasons I said above. You know, if you have a piece of advice, if you have any questions for me. Also, make sure if you have something you want to see on this channel, please leave a comment, because that's really helpful with me coming up with video ideas. Also, make sure you follow my socials. Links are in the description. I don't know if I put TikTok in there yet. My TikTok is at megcat10. Go follow me on TikTok as well. I post videos on there. Try to do once a week. I might do a little bit more often. We'll see how many videos I have. And yeah, that's all I have for today, and I hope you guys have a good year in college. For those of you who are starting, or if you're going back, again, have a good year. Good luck and everything you do, and I hope you guys make a lot of friends and you make a lot of good memories in college, because it's gonna go by so quick. Take it from somebody who's gonna be a senior. It's gonna go by really, really quick, and before you know it, you're gonna be me and be like, oh gosh, I have one more year before I have to go find a job. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys have a good school year, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!